Right, evening also, just letting everything go live here. I'm going to check on the Facebook pages. What I'm going to do tonight, I'm going to go the same as I did last week, and I am going to go through the search function on the page. So I'll go through what we've got tonight. So I'm on the page here, so I'll just keep everything refreshed. The way that we're going to do the draw is, for anyone who's new, we're going to go between the separate number generator, which I've got here, refreshed, and then I'm putting it to 10,000, generating that a few times. We're going to be using that anyway, so I'll keep that in the background anyway, and I'll just go through how we're going to do this search for today. And just for instance, we've got some here. I'll go on to like a second page. Number 78 will be Simon. So what I'll be doing is the search number here, and then I'll just be doing 788, and there we go. There's Simon's name came up there. So that's how we're going to be choosing the numbers via the website. Once everything closes off in the next minute, I'm just going to make sure there's no late orders and everything's completed for today. So as it stands now, there's nothing pending. So I'll just go into the main page. I'll go through the scroll and banner that we've got. Check the YouTube just to make sure that we are live in here. So this is our link tree. This is what I use to keep track of all the links. So I will go to, where's YouTube? Oh, there we go, top one. So onto here, and this should show us that we're live. There we go, live. I'll update the thumbnail once we're finished. But that's it. So I'm live there now, 22nd of February. I'll get rid of that. And then if I go onto the Facebook page, this should come up as live. Should do. There we go. So I'll just click on that just to double check. So there we go, 4 people on watching already. So I've decided to get on a little bit earlier and just get this going. So like I say, the way that we do the draw is we go between the website, which I've got here, and the separate Google number generator, and then we'll just be picking numbers until we get a winner. So I'll just make this the same size, otherwise that'll annoy me. So how long have we got left? So there we go, everything is finished for today. So I'll just run through what we've got, what was added in the last couple of nights. So down to here, that was added during the week. So that's a £500 Harrods voucher or the Christian Louboutin heels. With Scotland versus Japan, added the Roblox, the Miller and Carter, the supermarket sweep, Greg's voucher, and the Galaxy Book 4 Edge. I've got the deep sea slots, the £50 Clarks, and a £50 Adidas voucher. So I have been busy. I've still got deliveries to sort out, so I'm home tomorrow, so I'm going to start doing them then. And then we'll be caught up by the end of the week. So the way we're going to go today is I've got everything here. So this is the lineup, how we're going to do it in what order. There we go. So we're going to do the Starbucks voucher, go for the Soundcore Q20 headphones, got the Shark Hoover, Segway scooter, £300 cash, finishing off with a big one for this week, which is the 75-inch QLED TV. So I'll go on to here. I'm going to put the phone on just so that I can check the comments. I'm going to share the pages as well, and then we'll be good to go. So there we go. Share that to the groups. So competition there, and that is a live draw. 22nd of February. Right, posted. Right, so 8 people watching, I can see that. If there's anything wrong with the sound, just let me know. But I can see everything there. So anything that you want to chat about, just let me know. I'll try and keep up. I'll look back and forward. So no messing about. We'll go straight in for the £50 Starbucks voucher. 999 tickets for that. So you'd see it there if you're worried about or wanting to see how much tickets there are on each competition, because they don't show up on the main page, but if you go into the entry list, you can see them all there. So there we go, 312 of the 999. I've generated this already. I will refresh it as well, so people are just happy with it being totally random. Then I'll get down to 0 and 0. Then at number 1 and 999. I'll turn that down because that's annoying. So here we go. First number out for the Starbucks voucher, and it is number 290. So in here, 290. And we do have 290, which is Bruce M. So Bruce M, and that is number 290. So I'll get that sent over after the draw. It's a nice, easy one. Right, so we're going to go for the Soundcore Q20i headphones. I've got 3 pairs of these. 189 tickets. We had 99 sold out of them. There was an instant win that was won by Amanda Price up in Lossiemouth. Pardon me. So here we go. Get this down to 0 and 0. Quick glance at the comments. No, we're all right. So number 1 and 189. So here we go. First number out for the headphones, and it is number 79. So 79. We do not have 79, so we'll go for the second number, which is 116. 116. No 116 either. So we're going to go for 17, which should be the first page. Is it there? No 17 there. So next number is 178. 178. No 178. Next number 169. So there we go, 169, and it is David F. So David F, and that's number 169. 169. So well done, David. I'll get them. If it's the same David, I think it might be. I will get them delivered to you because I've got to deliver the gold as well. If it is in fact David from Bankery. So back for this. Right, we're going for the Shark Hoover next. So this is my nice generated graphic that I had there. I had quite a good laugh to myself doing this. So 1,999 tickets for this at 29p. So this is going to 0 and 0. Number 1 and 1,999. So here we go. First number out for the Shark Lift Away Upright Hoover, and it is 1,136. So 1136. And there we go. And it is Simon K. So I think that is Simon Kidd. Simon K. And that is number 1136. So well done, Simon. If it is the same Simon, you're Peter Cooter. So that was nice and handy for me as well. I'll get that delivered probably maybe tomorrow or the day after. So I'll give you a shout anyway. I usually get a hold of all the winners straight after the draw. So there we go. Simon, you've got the Hoover. Right, getting on to the next one, which is the Segway 9-ball E2 plus B2. But that tongue twister for that one. 999 tickets for this. So get that to 0 and 0. Then we'll go number 1 and 999. So here we go. First number out for the scooter, and it is number 89. 89. And there we go. 89 is Laura R. Laura R. And that is number 89. When did you get that? February the 19th. 89. So well done, Laura. You've got the scooter, and I'll find out where you are. If you are a Boyne, which I would imagine you might be. Still semi-local. Right, so we're getting on to the bigger one. So this is the £300. I can get this sent over straight after the draw. 15p a ticket. We had 11,999 and we were 44.2% sold on that. As far as I can remember, there was only one instant win on that. So £100 was already sent. So now it is for the main 300, and that's 1 and 11,999. Just check that. 11,999. So here we go. First number out for the £300 cash, and it is 11,175. So 11175. And we do not have that. So next number out, 8,201. So 8201. And 8201 is Michelle M. Michele M. In fact, it's the spelling. I think it'll be up by Michelle Manson. 8201. Right, perfect. 8201. So that is a £300 out. Things are starting to go a bit better on the website, so this seems to be the easiest way to do it rather than downloading the CSV files. But that's handy. Right, so we've got Simon Kidd, woohoo, thanks for it. So obviously you, and then David and Bankley as well. I'll get the gold. The gold arrived. So I'm going to get the gold, and I'll get the Simon Core Q20 headphones up to you. So there we go, 0 and 0. And we'll get ready for the last one of the night, which is going to be the 75-inch Hisense. I don't have that yet, so I'm going to order it tonight, mainly because I can only fit a 65-inch in my van, so I'm going to get Currys to deliver this for me. So there we go. It is the first there, which is number 1, 4,500. We'll get this opened. We sold 36.5% of the tickets, which is about 1,644. So we should be okay for this. Getting it out a couple of goes. So here we go. This is the last one of the night. 75-inch TV, and the first number out is 2,721. So 2721. And it is the first number out, and it is Simon K. So Simon, that might be you again, Simon Kidd. 2721, 2721. I'll get that checked anyway, but that is it. So you have won the 75-inch. You can also choose 65-inch if you wanted to, but I'd go for the 75. But we'll work it out whether you want if you think the 75-inch is too big, we'll sort something out, or even if you want to go bigger, again, we can sort that out. So that is it. That is everything for tonight. I'll just run through everyone. So we've got the £50 Starbucks voucher. That was won by Bruce M with 290. But the Soundcore Q20 headphones, that was won by David F, which will be David Farquhar. 169. We've got the Shark Hoover, that was won by Simon Kidd with 1,136. The Segway Scooter, won by Laura R with 89. £300 cash was won by Michelle M with 8,201. And then the last one of the night, which will be, I believe, Simon Kidd again. He's won the 75-inch Hisense QLED TV. And that is it. That is everything for tonight. So I will get everything sorted. I'll get the results in there updated. Probably take about 5 minutes to get them done. Other than that, that is it for next week. So I'm going to do the cash call on Friday. If nobody picks up on that, then it's going to roll over. So it'll be a new one, but the money will double. And then again, if somebody doesn't answer that, then the money's going to double. And I'm just going to keep putting it right up. Put everything that gets into that into the next one. So make sure you buy your phone at 8 o'clock on Friday. When I do the cash call. That finishes about 5. No, finishes at 7, and I'll do the call at 8. We've got the £1,000 Howdens home makeover voucher. We've got the iPhone, the Pokemon box. We've got the pick your own gift card. So you've got pick whatever you want for that. One of the Fire HD tablets that I've got, and then we're going to finish it off with the PDC surround set. So that is, I think I've got 2 of them because I got an extra one by mistake. So there we go. That is it for next week. Other than that, you'll see right at the bottom, you'll see the new prize that went on, which was the Harrods voucher. We've got Scotland, Japan, Roblox, the Miller and Carter. We've got the supermarket suite. These have all went on this week. But there we go. Should have a couple of more prizes come in, but I'll keep you updated what's going to happen with that. So, right, I will go and nip off. I'm going to go get the results updated. It should be about 5 minutes. And then other than that, I'll see you on Friday, actually, for the cash call. Right, have a good night.